very proud to be Nigerian and more proud to be African. I think, the topic of today basically can be aligned when it comes to that. Pebbles, the pebbles of life itself, the pebbles of our upbringing, the pebbles of our tribal identification, all is preordained and predestined. And we have a role to understand that nothing happens by accident. When we talk about pebbles, I like to emphasize that pebbles is relative to individuals. So my pebbles cannot be the same as yours, the same way your pebbles cannot be the same as mine. But the beauty about it all at the end of the day is if we find that commonality, okay, the essence in us actually identifying our core reasons for existence, we will be able to live in a better world. We all do have different missions. We all do have different strength. We also have different understanding and also reasoning when it comes to purpose and life in general. The tie of purpose, based on my mandate to speak today, is to tie it into personal and, of course, community goals and engagement. Just exactly why and how we are here on this virtual meeting. This is a community, okay? A community does not necessarily mean until you talk about, a greater number in population in your city, in your state, or your nation. A community could be as simple as just the crowd you have around you in your home. That's a community. Now, how do you try to ensure your personal goals or your personal purpose can actually be a strong influence to your community? May I pick it back on some of the things that Dr. Ho has shared today, which is the stability of the mind, body, and soul. When she talked about mental health wellness, you can't give what you don't have. So if you don't have that wholeness in self, you cannot actually find the strength to pursue your purpose. But she also makes something very clear. Challenges will always be there. It's inevitable. It is the management of those challenges that makes the difference. The same thing goes with purpose. Your purpose doesn't have to be outrightly clear to you in that at the beginning of it all. Just the same way we are at the beginning of the year. A lot of people actually come up with resolutions and things like that. It's good to actually write those things, but there must be a place of flexibility. There must be a place of self ownership where you know yourself better. You need to internalize your purpose as against the words or the commonality of what everyone is saying or what's obtainable out there. Because the world decides to make this year a running year doesn't necessarily mean you have to run, but there could be a common, uh, you know, uh, a common connection there where you just want to be physically fit for this year. Similar to what Dr. Ho said earlier, you don't have to lose the entire 30 pounds. If that's a goal, you can actually take it. Hey, I'm going to actually start 4 pounds a month, making it 1 pound per week. The same thing goes with your pebbles. I might be desirous to make sure before the end of this year, yeah, maybe I should have that doctorate degree, as Alima has actually said. But guess what? It's a good wish and anticipation, but perhaps the first starting point for me is really to get familiar and be able to build an interest in actually studying. That could be a way to get started, but it's still a pebbles. Now, aligning that to the community, because I am doing it, I'm actually able to, trigger the desire for self-development in which my neighbor, my friends would notice something different. Oh, we haven't been seeing much of you lately. What's going on? Oh, it's actually because I'm trying to study for this, study for that. Oh, how are you going about it? That starts and spurs conversation. Before you know it, what actually is a personal goal for me becomes an interest and a motivation for the community. I'm actually speaking from a generalized point of view, again, to emphasize when it comes to purpose. Purpose is relative to individuals. Some, your purpose could be, I want to be economically empowered and free for this year. To some, It could be, I want to be much closer to my family. To some, it could be, I need to break away from certain relationships and community networks. To some, it could be, I need to be more vocal for myself, to demand for myself my earnings, my worth. Whatever that purpose is, it starts with you. It starts with understanding if I'm in the right community, I will be able to flourish. It has to go both ways, mutual respect. If you're in the wrong community, you shouldn't be scared to actually break away from it. Do not be scared to also take the lonely part for you to start retracing your step and creating for yourself the right environment, the right seed, the right fertile grounds for you to be able to, build yourself and grow yourself forward. Again, purpose is relative. You must be patient enough to understand the fact that you started out and you're not seeing the results that you wanted or that you desire as swiftly or as quickly as you want it does not necessarily mean that you're failing. How about the idea? Again, pick you back off what Dr. Ho says earlier. There was really no failure. It's all a part of learning. What makes you feel the attempts that you made, even though the results is not looking out to be what it is, what makes you feel you're not actually developing some level of resilience for a greater challenge that will come down the road? So whatever it is, the ability to understand your purpose, align it also with the benefit of your community, is the ability for you to understand your purpose is greater than you. Even though sometimes you get to hear the word self first. Self first, basically, in my opinion, just means the ability for you to be comfortable with who you are, in who you are, and not for people to be able to see whether you are fit for them in that time of their life or not. We've always heard about the beauty of the rainbow. The beauty of the rainbow is not just in the fact that it's out there in the sky, it's the coloration of it. It's how it just always appears in its unique space up there in the sky. That's exactly what each and every one of us are. We just must recognize that the timing we all do not have control of, but what we do have control of is each and every moment that we have to be able to showcase to people and for us to be able to focus on whatever our purpose is. It's worth celebrating, it's worth recognizing. And for that reason, it's time that we start changing our orientation to understand we are the community we seek. We are the community we create. It starts with you, it starts with I, it starts with us on this platform. And with this, I'm wishing each and every one of us a beautiful start of the year 2025. Do not look into the humble beginnings as irrelevant. Look forward to the bigger picture, but start first by celebrating what you have, which is today. I wish you all the very best and thanks for having us.